Well, hello, it's Karen McDermott-Rolfe, independent advisor with Creative Memories and also advisor designer with Creative Life Scrapbooking. And I'm here today to give you a peek at the layout that I've shared with Creative Life Scrapbooking for our Border Maker Monday feature on Monday, September 2nd, 2024. I used the very lovely Coastal Shore collection to create this fun layout. And then I used the original Border Maker system with the wispy chain Border Maker cartridge to create this unique feature on the bottom of my layout. Now, if you love this layout like I do, and you'd like instructions on how to create this unique feature and all the measurements for the entire layout, please go to our website at creativelifescrapbooking.com, where you can get a printable instructional handout for this layout. But I wanted just to talk to you today about one element on this layout that is kind of a small element, but it has a big impact. Obviously, the unique feature down here featuring the Border Maker system has a huge impact also. But I think there's another element here that really brought the layout all together and gave it a nice finished look. And that is the addition of these banners here, a little banner up at the top and then a banner down here below. I did two banner pieces so I could kind of repeat the pattern a little bit to have more of an impact. And then, I have a lot of, going on here at the bottom and then over here. So I needed a decorative element up at the top also. And the little banner segment was just perfect for this. And of course, the little flags and banners play really nicely with the nautical theme because, when I think of ships and especially sailboats, I think of flags. So it works so well with this collection. But the Garland Banner Border Punch is going to work really well with all of our collections. Over the years, Creative Memories has had a variety of different kind of banner punches for us. We've had a single punch that just punches one single little banner flag. We've had some Border Maker cartridges that punched a smaller and different style of banner. But this one, this Garland Banner Border Punch, is the one that I had been waiting for all these years. This is the one that I really love. It's just the perfect scale. I just love the scale of it. It's the perfect size, the shape. It has the fun little dips in the segment. It's just everything that we really need and want in a banner border punch. So let me give you a look here. Whoops. So I punched it with just the solid navy cardstock so you can get a good look at how the entire banner looks as a 12-inch border. So really cute. You can imagine doing all kinds of great things with the 12-inch border piece. But also, as for my layout here, I like to cut it apart into smaller segments and then build it into my embellishment and sticker clusters. And then just to add a little extra decorative element up there. So just really easily with my micro tip scissors, and again, I always say the micro tip scissors are one of my very favorite items from Creative Memories. The little rubber grips, the size, it fits in my hand perfectly for great maneuverability. The pointy edge here, the Teflon blades, just for some great precision cutting. So I am just cutting these apart into segments here right around the little rounded parts. So I've created these two segments now. And then I wanted to fill the flags with some design. So I really loved, I could just kind of overlap it and get a shadow effect there a little bit. But I really wanted to keep the little rope, or kind of, what do we want to call that? I wanted that upper part to remain navy, okay? And then just have the decorative element on the flags themselves. So I punched it again in my designer paper that coordinates with, that is the same print that I've used here for this little border. So again, I'm repeating some elements. This print brought some additional color into the layout because, the two papers that I had used were just kind of monochromatic with the teal and the white. So we needed some pop of red and navy, some other colors in here to brighten it up. So I'm repeating this paper again. And then I'm just going to cut, you know, the flags apart. So just cut apart 3 of them. And then what I did is I just stacked them on top of each other. And I cut them down a little bit. So I'm just going to take, you know, a little hair or so off of each long side. And then I'm going to cut, oh, I don't know, a good 1/8 of an inch or so right off the top. And I'm going to kind of curve it a little bit as I go. Since I've stacked them, all of these little flag pieces will be now the same shape and size. So then I'm going to just set them here on my navy banner. You can see how that really comes alive then, with having some additional color and pattern on the banner. And you know, after I test it and I lay it down, if I wanted a little bit more of the navy to show, you know, I could just trim them down again and make it smaller. So let me just adhere these down, and then I'll hold it up close so you can get a close-up look. So I'm imagining that I'm going to be using, or not imagining, I'm predicting, I'm knowing that I will be using this Garland Banner Border Punch an awful lot. It's going to be great for all kinds of layouts. I like to make pretty layouts, sweet little layouts with photos of my granddaughters, but this is also going to be great for just everyday kind of layouts, sporting events, really just anything. It's going to be real versatile. Masculine layouts, it's going to be great for also. So then you can see there that I've created my little layered garland banner. And then to top it off, when I adhered him, I used foam squares, so that gave them a little dimension and pop, so it really looks like those flags are flying. I'll be able to stick my photographs right under this, and it'll layer over. Now, as I'm holding it up, I'm noticing one extra thing I forgot to mention, and that's those little round posts or the little circle parts. And I did cover those with some designer paper, and I used the hole punch from Creative Memories. You could just use any kind of a small hole punch. And again, just choosing the color that you would like to fill those holes with, you can just punch some dots. So I punched 2, and I think it's easier in this case to put my repositional tape right on the navy banner part, and then I'm going to open my little flap there, and then I'm going to stick these circle pieces right down. That is much easier to rub the repositional tape on the bigger navy piece than on those smaller little dots. And then I'm just rubbing away any of the extra repositional tape. And there we have our little layered banner piece. So you can imagine again that this is going to be a great element that you can use when you're creating embellishment and sticker clusters. You can just include the cute little segment of 3. Or again, when you punch the full borders and you have an entire banner border. Alrighty, everybody, thanks so much for visiting with me today. And just a reminder that you can find the instructional handout for this layout and all of the other layouts that we share for Border Maker Monday and Featured Project Friday on our website at creativelifescrapbooking.com.